Well, Dr. Dre, you're not safe either, okay? He's getting sued by his former therapist, all right? Alleging harassment and homophobic threats, which is kind of crazy, but not outlandish considering he beat the shit out of his ex-spouse, allegedly. Um, anyway, so here's what it is. So a California psychotherapist alleges 10 million. Yo, you did not do this right now. You did not. I don't want your service right now. Alleges in a 10 in a anyway, as I was saying, a $10 million lawsuit that Dr. Dre launched a campaign of late night texts, threats, and intimidation of violence and homophobic rhetoric against him. Wow, that's crazy. The next episode for okay. You gotta understand why that's funny. I'm back on the next episode. Like there's a song with him and hold up, wait, you saw we don't play. It's that song, and we'll fall off. Hey, Nate Dogg. Hey, doom. It's the one and it's the song he got with Snoop Dogg. That is just one and only D-O-double-G Snoop Dogg. Anyway, that's the song. That's the song. Okay. I tried to sing as much of it as possible. That's why that joke is funny. Might be said in the courtroom. Rapper and business mogul faces a $10 million lawsuit. It's crazy. He sold Beats by Dre for $1 billion and been getting sued and losing money ever since. Lawsuit from his former divorce counselor and celebrity psychotherapist, Dr. Charles Sophy, who claims in a Monday filing in Los Angeles Superior Court that his ex-client subjected him to systematic, and malicious campaign of harassment and violence. Mm, 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 mm. Oh God. Sophie now wears a bulletproof vest anytime he steps foot outside, is afraid to leave his home, and is constantly looking over his shoulder. Bulletproof. What the fuck? After months of intimidation, according to the court documents reviewed by the Times, a legal representative for Young did not reply immediately Thursday to the Times' request for comment. In 2018, Sophie began offering marriage counseling to Dr. Dre, born Andre Young, and his now ex-wife Nicole Young, who both consented to Sophie mediating the term the terms of their divorce. The Wednesday filing said after working diligently, independently, and fairly to help Young and his ex-wife resolved their dispute, Sophie ceased contact with the couple in 2021. All right, when their divorce was finalized, as he should, because he performed his job. Okay, 14 months later, suddenly, without warning, Young launched a sustained campaign of abusive messages, late night reminders that he would not forget Dr. Sophie, and homophobic slurs. Wow. So he just calling them that. He's like some. Oh wow, that's crazy. I would say the word and be really funny here, but YouTube will get me taken down. I know I will get mass report for hate speech, so I won't even say it. The lawsuit said, adding that Young took out his frustration at the outcome of the mediation on Sophie. So a year later, you just pissed off, like bro, that's crazy. Then you have in March 2018, right? I mean March 18th of 2024, you have up here it saying Dr. Dre had 3 strokes when hospitalized for a brain aneurysm. Sir, leave this dude alone. That's why you having brain aneurysms. It's because your blood pressure high and you over there just really hurting people. You really over there trying to terrorize this man. Included in the filing, and look, it makes sense because look, including a file over nearly a dozen texts Young sent Sophie from February to August 2023. That is February, March, April, May, June, July, August. That's 7 months. 7 months straight of just you're gay. You're a bitch. You're gay. You're a bitch. Like, what kind of stuff is that? An example is you're a bitch. Like, in the message, Young tells Sophie he's going to pay. He's going to have to pay, and that he's effing with the wrong one. Sophie said in the filing that once early on he attempted to defuse the situation by replying calmly that although he wasn't sure what Young was referring he would gladly schedule a time to discuss the matter. But according to the court documents, the "What's the Difference" rapper only doubled down, further threatening Sophie. As the messages kept coming, Sophie grew disturbed. And I would be disturbed too. Just imagine, like, you help these people for 3 years, everything's good, everything's done, or whatever. And now, you know what I'm saying? People getting like this dude is like harassing you. Anyway, Sophie grew disturbed, the filing said, knowing that the given Young's well-documented history of violence and abuse and high-profile status, he could feasibly follow through on any given threat. I mean, you do live in LA and he plugged in. Uh Causing physical harm, violence, or death to Dr. Sophie. Young previously became mired in controversy when the 2015 NWA biopic Straight Outta Compton glossed over his prior history of violence against women. I mean, what did you expect that movie to do? Of course, he's funding it. It's gonna gloss over it. Once Young's threats did materialize, when he uh when he allegedly recruited several associates to impersonate FBI agents in order to gain unlawful entry into Sophie's home within a gated community, the lawsuit said. What the fuck is Dr. Dre on? The former medical director for the Department of Children and Family Services subsequently resorted to extreme safety measures, installing home cameras, hiring private security, and wearing bulletproof apparel, and has since felt forced into litigation, the suit said. Sophie is suing Young for civil harassment and intentional infliction of emotional distress and has demanded a jury trial. He is seeking 10 million in actual and compensatory damages as well as exemplary and punitive damages to be decided at the trial. Listen, listen. Dr. Dre, they got the text. And this man doesn't want to mediate with you and wants to take you to trial to drag you through the mud so everybody knows what type of bad person you are. That's fucking insane, dude. That's fucking. Let's get Dre's face back on. What's wrong with you, bruh? What's wrong with you? Why you harassing a therapist? Like, for real. You harass women, you harassing the therapist. Like, there's people like I done got a couple comments where people like, oh, you don't go as hard like after the men, you know what I'm saying, that you do the women. I mean, for the women, the jokes are easier. Like the jokes write themselves. For him, it's like, what am I supposed to talk about? Like his milk dud head, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I really supposed to talk about here? Like, and then also nah, I'm not even gonna go there. But at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, this is my channel. This is my channel. I can say whatever I want. Like the thing is, like the women stuff, like I'm making jokes to kind of fill in the gap because the story is a bit like more whatever. Like this dude is doing this stuff and has a long history of doing this stuff. He beat his ex-wife's ass. I believe that's like fact in court. You know what I'm saying? Proven in court. Like he beat this other woman's ass. So it's just like the smoke that everybody has for Chris Brown, I wish they had it for Dr. Dre. I wish. I wish. But Dr. Dre can come out, you know what I'm saying, and help promote Not Like Us and everybody celebrate because Drake's alleged PDF, which is not even true. Like, why are you calling somebody a pedo? And it's not even true. And then you bring in Dr. Dre on stage. Like this man is a monster too. Like him, Dr. Dre, Diddy. Who the fuck is this monster? Like, uh, I'm looking at Irv Gotti, kind of funny. I'm looking at what the fuck is that dude's name? The fuck is his name? Dame Dash, funny. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these cats, like a lot of the old cats that we looked up to, like you know what I'm saying, that we hold in this high regard. Like they're all like bad. All of them. They're all bad. They're all bad. Every time, like I'm 33 now, I'm about to be 34. Bro, I have not seen one of them not fall yet. They keep falling. Like just like dominoes. They just boom, next, boom, next, boom, next. And he's just next. So just guess what? Guess what? So here's what I'm gonna do though. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time I cover a story about a woman, I leave it alone. But you know, dudes like Diddy, I done been dragging them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think people give me my credit for that. I dragged them for a long time. Um, and then you know what I'm saying? You have this Dr. Dre stuff. When the trial comes open, I'm gonna drag him too. I'm gonna drag him too. And I'm just gonna report factual information because I don't like there's no need to add any flavor or funk to this. It's bad. It's bad. I feel like if I add extra BS to it, like jokes and all that shit, I'm I'm making light of the seriousness of the claims. Every time there's a claim against a dude, it's something really foul and it's like highly probable. And you can't make jokes about that. The stuff that women be doing, there's not as much threat of like death. You have to take death serious. It's you get one life. If you die, that's it. So you have to take it serious. And he's threatening this man with violence and death. Calling somebody a B word, you know what I'm saying, and saying he's gay. Like, okay, like you can get over that. That's words. But telling somebody you're gonna kill them and you have the means and history to do so, like what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we talking about? And y'all get the fuck off me. Get off me. Get off me. Okay, all because I made jokes about what is it? Andia, whatever the fuck her name is. Because she didn't want to go get cancer treatment. You know what I'm saying? And then is now complaining that she has stage 4. She had stage 3, refused treatment, refused surgery. And then everybody's getting mad at me because I said she was stupid because now she's like, "Oh my god, I have stage 4. The cancer spreading through my body. I'm going to die." No shit. That's what cancer fucking does. And unless you pray to God and you get a miracle, you're dying early. Listen to professionals. He's harassing a licensed therapist, a professional counselor that he hired and agreed to and was like, this dude's cool. A year later, a year and some change later, and for 7 months. And the only reason he probably stopped is because he had a brain aneurysm. His health was fucking deteriorating because he's spazzing out all the time. I don't even know if he's on drugs or not. I would tell him to seek help, but he's harassing the help. The fuck? Anyway, I'm up out of here. Y'all have a good one. Fuck this.